You're standing in the grocery aisle, faced with a decision you make all the time. On one side, the classic budget-friendly white eggs. On the other, the rustic, seemingly more wholesome brown eggs. They just seem healthier, don't they? It's a simple choice, but one that's shrouded in mystery and clever marketing. Have you ever stopped to wonder what the real difference is beyond the color and the price tag? Many of us instinctively reach for the brown eggs, willingly paying a premium. We've been conditioned to associate that earthy color with better quality. We think farm fresh, organic, more natural. But are we just falling for a carefully crafted image? Is the higher price justified by superior nutrition, better taste, or ethical farming practices? Or is it one of the biggest misconceptions in the supermarket? Today we're cracking this case wide open. We're going beyond the shell to bring you the top 5 definitive truths that will change the way you buy eggs forever. We've sifted through the scientific studies, consulted with poultry experts, and analyzed the marketing tactics to give you the straight facts. By the end of this video, you'll be armed with the knowledge to see past the labels and make the smartest choice for your health, your wallet, and your taste buds. You'll understand precisely what you're paying for and why. And you'll definitely want to stick around until the very end, because we've got a game-changing bonus hack that could put a surprising amount of money back in your pocket every single year. It's a simple tip that most shoppers completely overlook. But before we dive in, we have a quick question for you. Which eggs are in your fridge right now, and why did you choose them? Let us know in the comments below. And if you're passionate about making informed consumer choices and saving money, do us a favor and hit that like button, subscribe to Consumer's Choice Top 5, and ring the notification bell. Our mission is to deliver unbiased, research-backed advice that cuts through the noise, and your support helps us create more content just like this. In the next few minutes, we're going to tackle it all. We'll expose the biggest myths, compare the nutritional profiles down to the last milligram of omega-3s, and settle the great taste debate once and for all. We'll even test their shell strength and deconstruct the clever marketing psychology designed to influence your purchase. So if you've ever typed, "Are brown eggs better than white eggs?" or "How to choose the best eggs" into your search bar, you have definitely come to the right place. This is the only guide you'll need. Alright, enough talk. Are you ready to get cracking? Let's begin with the factor that hits our wallets first. Coming in at number 5, the price difference explained. This is where the story begins, and the answer might not be what you think. Let's break down exactly what that price gap on the shelf really represents. You're in the grocery aisle, facing a wall of eggs. You see the white ones, and next to them, the brown ones, often with a higher price tag. Many assume brown means healthier or more natural, but is that why they cost more? Let's crack open this common misconception. That price difference isn't about nutrition. It's all about the chicken's breed. Hens with white feathers and earlobes lay white eggs, while hens with reddish-brown feathers and red earlobes lay brown eggs. The key is that these brown egg-laying breeds are typically larger birds. Because they're bigger, these hens require more feed. For a farmer, more feed means higher costs. Multiply that across an entire flock, and the expense to produce brown eggs adds up. That production cost is passed down the supply chain, which is why you see a higher price at the store. So if you're paying more, are you getting more nutritional value? Actually, no. Once cracked, a brown egg and a white egg are nutritionally identical. They both pack about 6 grams of protein and are rich in vitamins like D and B12. Even the yolk color is determined by the hen's diet, not the shell. This is why you shouldn't pay a premium for shell color. If you want a better egg, focus on the meaningful labels. USDA organic means the hens ate organic feed. Pasture-raised means they had outdoor access. Omega-3 enriched means their feed was supplemented with sources like flaxseed. These labels indicate real differences in quality. So here's your smart shopper tip. Ignore the shell color and read the label for what truly matters. And for the cooks, don't worry. A brown egg performs exactly like a white one in any recipe. Shell thickness relates to a hen's age, not its color, so there's no difference in the kitchen. To recap, the higher price of brown eggs is simple farm economics. Bigger hens eat more food. Nutritionally, they're the same as white eggs. The real value comes from the hen's diet and living conditions, which you'll find on the label, not in the shell color. Now that you're an egg expert, what other food myths have you fallen for? Let us know in the comments. Up next, we're debunking more common nutritional myths you need to know. Number 4, nutritional myths. Here's the truth. Brown eggs are not more nutritious than white eggs. Both have the same calories, protein, vitamins, and minerals. Shell color is determined by the hen's genetics. White hens lay white eggs, brown hens lay brown eggs. That's all. The pigment in the shell is purely cosmetic. It doesn't affect the yolk, taste, or nutrition. The only real difference comes from labeled claims like omega-3 enriched or pasture-raised. Those indicate different nutrition or farming practices. If you want better nutrition, buy for the label, not the shell color. Consumer tip: look for freshness, label claims, and farm practices. Shell color doesn't matter. Up next, does color affect flavor? Number 3. Taste and freshness. Do brown eggs taste better? Science says, nope. Flavor is the same unless the hens eat different diets. What really matters is freshness. Farm fresh eggs, white or brown, taste richer because they're fresher. Always check the pack date on the carton. The Julian date tells you how fresh your eggs are. Fresher eggs cook fluffier and taste better, independent of shell color. For best flavor and texture, buy the freshest eggs and store them properly. Room temperature eggs whisk better, but freshness still rules. So whether white or brown, freshness is the real taste hack. Number 2. Shell strength and quality. Many believe brown eggs have stronger shells, but that's not the whole story. Shell strength actually depends on the hen's age and nutrition, not the color of the shell. Younger hens and those with a mineral-rich diet lay eggs with stronger shells. So buying brown eggs won't guarantee fewer cracked eggs. Instead, check the pack date and inspect cartons before buying. Remember, shell strength comes from hen health and nutrition, not shell color. Next up, marketing and perception, the number one reason shoppers pick brown eggs. Kicking things off at number 1, marketing and perception. Have you ever wondered why you instinctively reach for the brown eggs, assuming they're better? It's not an accident, it's a masterclass in marketing. Marketers know that we associate earthy tones with health and nature, so they package brown eggs in rustic, recycled paper cartons, sometimes with a sprig of hay or a picture of a sun-drenched farm. They use labels with words like farm fresh, all natural, or country style to paint a wholesome picture in our minds. This is a powerful psychological trick. The packaging color, the handwritten style font, and the pastoral photos are all carefully chosen to create what's called a health halo. It makes us perceive the product as more premium and healthier, even when the egg inside is nutritionally identical to its white counterpart sitting in a plain, stark white styrofoam carton. That plain packaging signals basic or mass-produced, while the rustic one whispers artisanal and cared for. It's a narrative sold on the shelf, long before you ever crack the shell. So, let's bust the central myth right now. Shell color has zero to do with an egg's nutritional value or taste. A standard large egg, whether its shell is brown or white, contains about 70 calories, 6 grams of high-quality protein, and essential nutrients like vitamin D and choline. The real difference, the factor that actually impacts the egg's quality and nutritional profile, comes from the hen's diet and living conditions. This is where you need to become a label detective. Terms like certified organic mean the hens were fed non-GMO organic feed and were uncaged with outdoor access. Pasture-raised is even better. It means the hens spent significant time outdoors, foraging on a natural diet of grass, bugs, and worms. This can lead to eggs with higher levels of heart-healthy, omega-3 fatty acids and vitamins A and E. Free range can be a bit misleading as the amount and quality of outdoor space can vary greatly. So if you're comparing a carton of basic brown eggs with basic white eggs, and both just say grade A, you are literally just paying for the color of the shell. A premium that can be 50% or higher for perception alone. Here's your new grocery store strategy. Ignore the shell color completely. Pick up a brown egg carton and a white egg carton. Read the descriptions and compare the price per egg, which is usually listed on the shelf tag. Are you paying for a meaningful claim like pasture-raised or just for a brown shell? And when it comes to your kitchen, there's absolutely no difference. A brown egg and a white egg will fry, scramble, and bake into a cake in the exact same way. The shell is just the delivery vessel. So the takeaway is simple. Buy for the claim, not the color. Become a savvy shopper who trusts facts, not just feelings generated by clever marketing. We're curious, what's the biggest price gap you've seen between basic white and brown eggs? Let us know in the comments. Now don't go anywhere, because our bonus tip is coming up next. It's a simple, at-home test that reveals the true freshness of any egg, and it's a secret that will save you money every single week. Here's your bonus tip. To pick the freshest eggs, check the code on your carton. It's called the Julian date. The Julian date is a 3-digit number from 001 to 365. The closer it is to today's date, the fresher the eggs. Step 1, find the Julian date. Step 2, pick the carton with the number closest to today. Freshness matters most for taste, cooking, and value, more than shell color ever will. Pro tip, buy eggs within 30 days of the pack date for best results. So forget shell color, check the code instead. So, brown or white? Shell color doesn't matter for nutrition or taste. Which eggs do you usually buy? Let us know in the comments. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe for more smart shopping tips. Share this video with a friend who loves eggs. Let's spread the facts. Thanks for watching Consumer's Choice Top 5. See you next time.